I feel like my mother's big issue with me is she feels that other than Kinsey, I've never had any real responsibility. I've never really had anything to really take care of or anything I ever had to worry about. But I was taking my brothers to school in the morning, I was making the groceries, I was cooking dinner. So I was never really able to have my own life per se.
As far as missing anything growing up, my weekends, school activities, I don't really go to school activities, so just, I guess, that high school experience of being a high school student.
And then I'm stuck doing the things that my mom expected me to do. And I feel like now I'm being judged because she's expecting X, Y, Z, and that is not how it's going.
The rumors circulating about Judy Dupart being a messy person may have some truth to them, as even her own daughter allegedly doesn't support her. It's said that Judy neglected her other children while focusing too much on chasing money and fame. And here's something shocking: Judy's so-called multi-million-dollar brand, Kaleidoscope, may not be as successful as she claims. In fact, it seems like more customers are turning away from the brand. It looks like things at the Dupart and Brat household are more chaotic than what they portray on their reality TV show. What Judy's daughter has said reveals a lot about who Jessica, aka Judy, really is. Since the birth of their son, both Judy and Brat have been sharing his face and name all over social media, with videos and pictures of little Truth popping up everywhere. While the baby is undeniably adorable, it's clear how much joy he brings into their lives. However, at this point, it's starting to look like they're using their son as a way to rake in more money, capitalizing on his cuteness while he's still young. His presence has even guaranteed another season of their reality show, but fans are beginning to notice that they seem to be constantly filming him to extend the show's run and promote products. In one episode, Judy and Brat even discussed choosing a white sperm donor for their child, saying that the only available black donor looked like Jiminy Cricket, and they didn't want their son to resemble that. Whether or not that's true, it's a shocking statement that raises questions about their choices.
The donors down to 224 donors.
And about one of them is
black.
Right, so this is an important issue. Unfortunately, there's just not enough black donors, black sperm donors, black egg donors. So unfortunately, the pool is limited for a lot of black patients.
Our baby daddy can't be black?
Well, the thing is, not
if he
only...
looked like Jiminy Cricket.
The thing
the
is,
one or
not
two black
only-
people I saw, that thing ain't finna be looking like my child. That one just happened to make it in the show. I wasn't trying to be mean or like say anything negative about black people. We were looking for a black donor. That we're black, we wanted a black donor. So it was just misconstrued and taken way out of context. Like, I talked about quite a few people as we joked looking for donors, but that's the one that made it, and I guess they thought it was funny, and I didn't think it would bother anybody, or else I would have taken it out. I had no idea people were gonna be so offended, but I meant no harm whatsoever. We wanted a black donor. Like, I was just like, what? People take things and run with it. And I'm like, what? People who know me know that I didn't mean any harm. So if I offended anybody, I do apologize.
Rumors started circulating that Judy and Brat were looking for a white sperm donor specifically to have a child, who would be more appealing and marketable to a broader audience. Now, don't shoot the messenger, I'm just reporting what's being said out here. And now reports are emerging that Judy's daughter, Deja, can't stand her mother. Apparently, Judy has always been obsessed with attention and willing to do whatever it took to grow her business, even if it meant sacrificing her own children. By the time Judy was 20, she already had 3 kids, but according to Deja, Judy wasn't really interested in motherhood. She spent more time out of the house than in it, always chasing opportunities. As a result, when Deja was still a child, she had to take on the responsibilities that should have been her mother's, looking after her siblings, making sure they ate, got to school on time, and did their homework. Deja has expressed feeling robbed of her childhood, with no one there to guide her or support her through the challenges she and her brothers faced. You would think that with Judy hustling to build her brand and Kaleidoscope, there would at least be money flowing in to provide for the kids, but that wasn't the case. Reports say that Judy was struggling financially, and if you know anything about starting a business, you know the first few years are tough, like pouring water into a basket. Judy wasn't making much money from Kaleidoscope, if any at all. There's also been talk that Judy allegedly scammed some insurance companies in the past, with rumors of her having people close to her take the fall. 2 of her hair salons mysteriously burned down, and she received insurance payouts, which she reportedly used to fund her hair care product line, especially the famous Miracle Drops. However, selling products like that requires a certain level of personality, something Judy allegedly lacked. So she teamed up with Sue, a fellow New Orleans native and social media mogul, to create skits and videos that would help promote the products. This collaboration initially worked, especially since Sue was popular in the Black social media community and her videos gained attention. But even with the scripted skits, Judy's products didn't take off as much as she had hoped. So, like many influencers these days, Judy resorted to faking it until she made it. She used whatever money she had to show off luxury items on social media, flaunting trips to Bali and Moas, all while Deja claims they were struggling to make ends meet.
I have no real, concept of the real world in a way, but I feel like technically I grew up early. I practically, in a sense, raised Byron and Jordan. I wouldn't say it didn't register for you, but it wasn't something that you noticed. But for me, I had to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was something that I had to go through. But at the time, it seemed like, oh, my mama didn't care.
I'm sitting here and I'm gonna listen because I love my child. But as far-fetched as this accusation is, she's the child that I provided the most for. So her sitting here saying this is quite offensive, but I'm really trying to keep it cool because I feel like I don't know where she's at mentally and I'm gonna let her finish processing. Whew. Imagine the child you did the most for coming in and telling you something.
As Kaleidoscope began to gain traction and grow, Judy didn't stay home. Instead, she set up a workshop and started selling courses on how to start a business. You've got to respect the hustle, though. However, as Deja and her siblings have grown older, their relationship with Judy has become strained. Deja, in particular, finds it hard to relate to her, even after she became a teen mom herself. When Deja had her own child, Judy allegedly didn't offer the support she had hoped for, especially when it came to helping with her daughter and granddaughter. While Judy spent thousands on engagement rings for Brat, she reportedly made a face when Deja asked if she could move in temporarily until she got back on her feet. It's possible that Judy's business isn't as successful as it seems, and Kaleidoscope may not be as profitable as she would like people to believe. The brand has received mixed reviews. Some customers swear by it, while others claim that the products have caused skin irritation and hair loss.
Y'all like to tussle about products, but this shit right here, this is how you use it. Trash.
Okay, TikTok hair product gurus, I need help. I recently bought these Kaleidoscope Miracle Drops, and in the bottle, it looks like there's water mixed with it. I don't know if this is like the normal consistency, but I'm gonna show you real quick and then y'all can tell me. Okay, so mind you, this is a new bottle that was unopened, but can you see how there's like a separation between two different liquids in the bottle? And when I take it out with the dropper, you can see that it looks like something is mixed with it, and it looks and feels like water on my skin. And I have a different one to compare. I'm gonna show you. Okay, that's it, like water, weird. Versus my Miel, which you can tell is very obviously oil, even the way that it sits on the hand. Like, do you see? It's a weird mixture. The issue is I put it in my hair before I noticed. Is this normal for this product, or did I get a defective bottle or something? So I'm a little bit stressed about it. Please.
Lord, not the edges. And with Kaleidoscope allegedly struggling, people are saying that Judy plans to cling to Brat and their baby because that might be her only way to stay relevant and keep her businesses from collapsing. One person was quoted saying, "Sad to find out it was all a scam to make money off the Brat's fame. Really glad Big Sis is in her corner, who didn't care for Judy from the jump." In another quote, it was said, "Judy and her daughter are going through what most single parents experience. Her daughter feels like she helped her."